Hello, everyone, and welcome to Cinematic Schematic, the official podcast of the Cinematropolis.com, your home to thoughtful conversations on film. I'm your host, Caleb Masters, and today I'm really thrilled to be hosting a special deadCenter 2026 edition interview. It's a bit of a nostalgia trip, you could say. One, it's going to take us down memory lane in an electrifying manner because we are going to be talking about Electric Nostalgia, the 2016 deadCenter Best Oklahoma Narrative Feature winner, ring in its 10th anniversary with a huge panel, very exciting guests. The film Electric Nostalgia is going to be playing this Sunday, June 14th at 3:45 p.m. at the Rodeo Cinema. And to talk with us about all the things we need to know, we've got an amazing panel, starting with writer, director, producer, also co-founder of the Cinematropolis.com, Jacob Leighton Burns. Jacob, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
Also joined by one of the producers of the film, Planet Thunder Productions. I should also mention you guys are both co-founders of that as well. Also a co-founder of the Cinematropolis, Zachary Burns. Zachary, welcome back, sir.
Hey, happy to be back.
And on top of having Jacob and Zachary Burns on the podcast, we are also joined by four, not one, not two, three, four of the stars of Electric Nostalgia. We have Mr. Sir Stephen Goodman. Stephen Goodman, welcome to the show.
Hello. Appreciate you having me, Caleb.
Also very excited to be joined by Paige Tudyk Gomez. Paige, welcome.
Hey, Caleb, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here with you guys.
We've got Jay Allen Davidson. Welcome.
Hello. Hey, thank you for having me on. I'm excited to get into this Electric Nostalgia reunion.
So many things to be nostalgic about 10 years later, I have to say. One of which is Mr. Clinton Joseph rounding out the cast today. Clinton.
Yeah, pleasure to be here, of course. Sorry that you guys have to see my face, though.
Yeah, seriously, I thought you were... Weren't we supposed to become
I
a
didn't
character?
recognize who you were. Yeah, I was like, who's this guy?
I don't have my makeup person here.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Well, guys, real excited to chat with you about Electric Nostalgia. And for folks who are watching this or listening to this, a little bit about Electric Nostalgia, in case you haven't seen the film.
It's going to work. And when it does, it's going to save so many lives.
What did you do to me?
That body is no use to you or me. It had to be replaced. Your memories, your personal traits, mannerisms are all still very much the same. It's just in a new shell.
You've been here before? Remind me of somebody.
Keep having these memories and dreams, but they're not mine.
The film is about a young woman who is haunted by visions of a faceless man after she is awoken from the dead in a body that is not her own. And as I noted earlier, Electric Nostalgia won Best Oklahoma Feature at the 2016 deadCenter Film Festival. I'm going to start with you, Jacob and Zach. So it's been 10 years. So how did this come about? Did you ring up deadCenter and say, yo, our film's 10 years. Can we get a screening? Did they reach out to you? What was that like?
Yeah, I think it was either last year or something like that. I kind of somehow put together the pieces. I was like, oh, wow, like it's actually going to be about 10 years since the premiere. We should do something about that. And then promptly forgot. Didn't do anything about it. I thought, that's a year away. We'll figure that out next year. And late last year, 2025, deadCenter reached out to me. They sent me an email saying, hey, are you guys planning to do anything for the 10-year anniversary of Electric Nostalgia? If you are, we'd like to be a part of it. And I said, oh, yeah, what do you want to do?
We're not.
Yeah. We were like, yeah, we need something to do. And so, yeah, it just kind of worked out. Like they already had it on their radar. And if we were going to do something, wanted to be a part of it. So we just kind of were able to plan it together and make it happen. So, yeah, it's really it's really an honor that 10 years later they remember our film and felt like it was something that is worth showing again and having a part of their festival again this year. So I was really honored when they reached out and very, very excited for Sunday for this to happen.
As sort of like a fly on the wall, you know, just a mere podcaster, it seemed like a big moment for the Oklahoma City film scene. You guys were this sort of like scrappy, like smaller budget sci-fi film, punching above your weight quite a bit. And Zach, I'll start with you and just kind of be interested in what everyone else has to say here. Like, what was that like whenever you actually got the film out? Like, what did it mean, Electric Nostalgia, actually playing that in front of like a wide audience and seeing how it was received?
Yeah, I'd say that actual premiere at deadCenter was pretty insane. Because yeah, like you said, like this movie for Jacob and I and Vinny at Planet Thunder, like this was a huge movie for us. We'd never done anything anywhere near this big before. Pulling in this many outsiders to come in and try to make this movie and get it made. Speaking just for me, I was nervous as hell about that premiere at deadCenter. Had no idea how that was going to go. Hopefully people would like the movie. Hopefully anybody would show up. And then actually getting the people that we did to show up. It was a sold out premiere. There was a line out the door around the block, basically. It was just insane, especially for us. You know, we never made a movie this big before. Never had a crowd of people show up specifically for something we made like that before. So yeah, it was massive at the time for us. So yeah, I'm really excited to get to see it on the big screen again. It's actually been several years since I've seen it. So hopefully we still all like it.
That's a great point, Zach. How many of you all have watched the movie since deadCenter 2016? Honest answers only. All right.
I
literally just had it on.
See this in Blu-ray.
Oh yeah,
right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Still available.
I bought it on Amazon Prime. Shameless plug, guys. It's on Amazon Prime.
I did too.
Watch it. Yeah, I was like, I need to watch this again before we go into this interview.
Clinton, you're talking about like you played a robot. Like, let's talk about. I want to talk to a little more of the cast here. Like, so looking back, what was your experience as the robot in the movie?
I guess I can't talk too much about my experience as the robot. I don't remember a lot about like my thought process for the role itself while I was playing it anymore. What I can speak to is just I do remember it being such a great experience actually filming that. Because I got to be there present through essentially the entire filming experience because of the way the character is used, sort of appearing throughout the film in various places. We did that all practically, so I had to be present on set in costume and everything for it. So just getting to actually see the whole film as it was being made, understanding like what kind of vision we were going through and stuff was going to be, that alone was really exciting. I think probably the nicest thing though was I felt like I was getting pampered all the time. Jacob and Zach and Alan and everybody always coming to me, "Are you too hot? Are you all right? Do you need water?" So like everyone's always checking in on me, and so I'm like, yeah, I mean, feel great. I can't see anything or hear anything very well, but otherwise it was actually a really nice experience. But yeah, no, I genuinely really enjoyed filming that. I mean, it's part of why I like working with these guys all the time still. So, and now I've been faceless in another thing for them. So it's obviously something I'm interested in doing more of.
I just need a faceless guy.
Yeah,
exactly.
I have a picture I need to send you, Clint, of you holding the cat in the faceless murderer costume.
Oh, good.
That's great. I would say like Clint was amazing because he was in costume, his face was covered. It was like what, July, August,
July 14th, I think is like some of the stuff we were filming.
Hot. And like we're there drenched in sweat, and like I would get through a take or something. I'd be like, oh man, I hope Clint's okay. And I look over at him, and he'd have like the little EMP gun, and he'd be just going pew 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 pew. It's like, he's fine.
I can remember for sure, and because like again, like being there present all the time, I guess that was kind of nice for the character because I'm essentially just lurking around set all the time in costume. I do feel like I did scare a few people, just like standing there and them turning around and realizing I'm actually right next to them. So, again, something I really enjoy. So again, great filming experience. I loved it.
So I'm rewatching the film to prep this interview, and yeah, you're a scary character robot, but you know who's way more scary Steven, you're a very scary character in the movie. Talk a little more about looking back on your character, Evil Mastermind. And in fact, did you plan this podcast? I need to know. How do you think back about your experience on Electric Nostalgia?
Oh man, so every time I look at that, I see something different. I got to shout out, of course, Alan too, because when Alan wasn't shooting, Alan was there working whatever they had him do. Clint as well. So on top of being an amazing man and actor himself, he was always, always, always there and keeping me cooled off. But now I'm like, my God, yeah, Clint was there in that, getting ready to go down some slopes in his ski gear. But back to your question, Kat, I really look at that now and I think about some of those scenes, especially with Paige, because we only got a few scenes, but that's where I am just like, how long has he been being a predator like this? And putting it putting it as in for the science, for a betterment. I will enrich your life and I'm going to make everything better. And this is what I love about this movie. What I love about this story and the script is you can keep watching it and see something different. Or I'll just sometimes, if I've got some stuff in here. I pulled this too, a little wrap gift that Jacob and Zach gave us. That's all these pictures, amazing stuff. And you just look at that and oh man, what an amazing time. But I really owe a lot of that to Jacob and Zach and Vinny too for being patient and letting me. They were the first people. Jacob was the first director to ever let me really stretch my legs. I was usually just the quarterback or the SWAT officer or the detective, and I was begging someone to give me a chance, and Jacob really gave me that chance, and I'm very proud of this movie so much, and everyone in it. Everyone in it, I think about like what these people are doing now. Could be a sequel in there. You never know. You never know.
Electric Nostalgia 2, Nostalgia Harder is still on the way.
Nostalgia Harder. I love that.
I'm gonna get it right. Yeah. Well, Steve, I mean, you knocked it out of the park, man.
Oh man, thank you.
Really, all of you, like the script. It is what it is, but all of you like took your characters and really elevated the whole script. Like that's. When I haven't rewatched it recently because I'm kind of like Zach. I'm gonna wait to the big screen, but I did rewatch it a few years ago, and the main thing I was struck by was like, man, we got really lucky with that cast. Like, just everybody really, it's really all thanks to you guys that movie is what it is. So thank you all.
Not to boost you up some more, but I would say, as great as it was having this cast and crew, I still have to hand it to your vision for the movie in general. I mean, you gave me such a clear idea of what we were making whenever we first went into this, and what it came together looking like was actually even better than what I was imagining. I mean, like, obviously my vision of what the sets looked like and stuff was sometimes a little more limited, but when we actually got to see it on film, both my performance, which I was like really happy with how it all turned out, but everyone else's as well, as just like, the set design, the props and stuff like that, like it all looked incredible. And the fact that we planned it all in such a way, like, because of how you were looking at, okay, this is what we want to film in black and white, but here's the colors that we need to actually make sure this pops on the screen this way and stuff. It really worked out really incredible.
So intricate.
Paige and Alan, you guys had the sort of like the romantic core of the movie in a lot of ways. Tell me a little more. Paige, I'll start with you. Tell me a little more about your experience. What was your experience working on Nostalgia, working with Alan as a scene partner?
Oh my gosh. Alan was such a warm, and we worked on something else after that. And it was just like, I just remember all good times, all good things to say, great scene partner. I mean, I was just rewatching the film earlier today, actually. My mother-in-law's in town, and I was like, well, we're just going to pop this on so I can get a little refresher. And I was like, oh my God, like I kind of, obviously 10 years if I've slept since then. But I was like, wow, it just feels really natural. I remember that. I remember being like, this isn't awkward, because sometimes a romantic relationship on camera doesn't always translate, especially if you're not actually romantically involved. So I was like, wow, we we kind of killed it. Okay. But no, I just remember, Jay Allen was really, really great to work with. Very easygoing. We were just super comfortable. So that's how I look back on it, just very fondly with those. And overall, the film in general, I mean, everyone, it was like Steven said, like a summer camp. It was just so cool. Everyone was great. It was like we were all friends just hanging out, but also making this awesome movie. So I definitely, one of the fonder moments in my career for sure.
Oh, that's beautiful. And Jay Allen, it sounds like not only are you a hero on the screen, you get some really big emotional moments in the movie, but it sounds like behind the scenes, you were also really working very hard to kind of keep the wheels greased, so to speak.
I mean, it was fun. The term that gets thrown around is summer camp, and it really did feel like summer camp. And I remember going in, as an actor, I was super nervous. I think that was the biggest role in a movie that I had played to date. And then having Paige in there as my scene partner was just amazing. Just kind of released a lot of the burden, a lot of the nervousness that I had. And then Jacob gave me a lot of room to play and a lot of room to experiment and have a good time. And then having Paige there with me and being, and just like bringing her own energy and being able to just bounce back and forth. And like Paige said, it can be really, really awkward. I had, like, just before that, I had a role where I had to be a romantic interest to somebody, and I bombed so hard. It was awful. It was like, you can, it was bad. But then, I started, started going up on set because I was living in Georgia at the time, and I came in, I was like, well, I don't really have anything to do, and I'm friends with Jacob and Zach anyway. I'm just going to go to set and see if they want help. So it's just like, I'm just going to go and so I got to experience a really cool side. I got to see both sides of it. Yeah. And I don't know how much help I was. I was a door a lot of times. Anytime you see the door opening, closing to the lab, I'm moving the door.
You were an incredible door.
It was a heavy door, so that was somebody.
That was my best performance ever. Was as a door.
In terms of like black and white filming, looking back, you all have worked on more movies since then. What is one thing you would tell another filmmaker if they asked you, should we film it in black and white? What would your advice to them?
Great question. I mean, I think, I don't think every movie should be in black and white, but I thought this one needed to be. And it just kind of naturally felt with the story and the characters and stuff like that, just kind of having black and white. Like whenever I was writing it, whenever I would see the movie in my head before, I always saw it as black and white. And I think part of it is, it's such a fantastical story. Like, it's science fiction. There's like some really out there stuff if you think too much about it, what's going on. And so I think the black and white kind of helped like create this like alternate world. It's like, okay, this is like, it looks like our world, but it's a little different. And I think the black and white kind of helped kind of give us that distance to kind of help the audience kind of allow themselves to be like, okay, this is something different. I think my advice to anybody using black and white is, I think a lot of people think that you just press a magic black and white button, and it looks good. I've heard people say like, oh, well, the black and white, that makes it easier to make your movie look good, or it makes your movie look fancier or whatever, more cinematic or something. And it took a lot of pre-planning for it to look like that. And then it took Zachary was our colorist. He did a lot of work on making it kind of give I'm trying to remember what term you used, Zachary. It was like kind of a silvery glow to it or something like that. Yeah. And that was all, there was no magic button for that. He had to like work on that. And I think it was alluded to earlier, like the wardrobe and stuff. Like, we had to test everybody's wardrobe ahead of time in black and white. We had to take black and white pictures of it because there were times that something looked great in person. But as soon as you put it in black and white, like the colors just didn't really seem to pop or match or clash with each other in a way that didn't look good on screen. So a lot of times, I think I remember Paige one time in your wardrobe fitting, we had something on. We're like, okay, we took pictures and we're like, yeah, I think that's the outfit. That's what we're going to use. And you just like stood there and said, I would never wear this in public. I think such a mishmash.
I think while we were filming, I went into a 7-Eleven and I was like, oh my God, everyone's staring at me because I don't know how to dress myself. But it's fully worked on screen with the black and white. But yeah, it's so intricate. I mean, the fact that you guys took that on and knew what you were doing, because I also would have been like, oh, well, just wear, whatever looks good and I'm sure it'll be fine. But it was like, no, it was because watching it again, I was like, wow, that really does look good. And I remember that outfit and it did not match. So yeah, it was very cool. Very impressive.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Like if you saw a version of Electric Nostalgia in color as it actually looked, like it would be insane. It would be insane. Like Stephen Goodman was wearing these vibrant purple.
He was like pink shirts and stuff. I was like, it's
really
great.
vibrant stuff. And just colors all over the place. So.
I got lucky. I didn't have to. I don't think I had to wear anything crazy. All my stuff was pretty normal. I was just in like t-shirts and jeans the whole time.
Caleb, you were saying how kind of scary he can be, but I am marching. I'm pretty sure one of my favorite shots of the dolly shot of where we see Leland after several years and where he's put himself. I don't know if anyone could have shot that or done that better than these guys, but I'm pretty sure I am in a vibrant lime green, maybe like really offsetting khakis. Like Paige said, we were doing a scene together, and I think we were just like,
we're like Easter bunny, like Easter eggs.
Easter Sunday. There you go. That's a great way to put it. But it was when you see this and what these fellows have done with it and all the posts, and now I'm like, oh, when Jacob said that about Zach putting this I don't want to misspeak, not a filter, but this glossy silver, oh my gosh, now I'm just like, oh, that's what that, because specifically in the opening shot where we're starting to see Leland in his first makeshift garage laboratory, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, and even that concept trailer you guys shot with Alan before had that, Zach, that I noticed, that's incredible. Little bitty details like that, like you said, Caleb. Like that's what brought this all together.
I had forgotten about the proof of concept trailer that we shot in I think Jacob and Zach's mom's garage. I had forgotten about that one. Wow, that takes me even further back.
It's been 10 years. You all have gone on to do a number of other projects of a variety of genres, flavors, what have you. And I'm curious what you think about sort of the legacy of Electric Nostalgia in terms of Oklahoma City's independent film scene. This is a film that I think that really raised the bar in terms of what can be done on that scale of budget for a locally produced independent film in Oklahoma City. And as we've seen with several deadCenters since Electric Nostalgia, what has it been like watching the Oklahoma and OKC film scene in particular sort of evolve over the last decade since you released the film? That's a big question. I know. I see y'all nodding your heads. So naturally, I'm going to throw it to you first, Zach, because you look very confident in your answer.
Great. Cool. So, like you said, that's a big question. And honestly, I mean, I think the biggest thing that sticks out to me, thinking of back then and where we are today, like when we made Electric Nostalgia, we weren't the only filmmakers in Oklahoma City doing stuff, obviously. But it was a smaller community at that point in time, because I think there was us and a few other guys who were starting to step out and try to make our own feature films. And so I think really the big thing to me now is just how much larger that is now, how many more people here locally in Oklahoma are taking those steps to make their own feature films. And I think that's awesome. I think it's fantastic. Because that's the one thing we need here in Oklahoma is just a bigger variety of filmmakers out there trying to make their own thing. Whatever crazy idea they have for a feature film, like they should go out there and make it. And so I don't know. I don't know that, I'm not going to toot my own horn to say that we helped create that or anything like that. Like I don't know about that. But it is just cool to see and think back on how much smaller it was when we made Electric Nostalgia, the community, and how much larger it is now, because it's massive, it's huge.
Taking that a step further, like I looked at the schedule for deadCenter this year, looking at what films are there, and when we did Electric Nostalgia, I pretty much recognized all the names on the schedule. I'll be like, oh yeah, I know them. Oh, that's cool. They did something this year. Oh, cool, awesome. This time I'm just staring at it going, I don't know any of these people. I don't know who these people are. And there's just so many new people coming up doing things, and it's hard to keep up, which is really cool. But yeah, when we made Nostalgia, we, like Zachary said, we were just hoping people would show up for the screening, and the fact that there was such an outpouring of support for the film, and then deadCenter surprising us with the award was definitely it really, going into it, I thought, man, it'd be cool if we won, but I had no idea when it actually happened, the outburst of emotion that I would feel in that moment, on top of just I was already ready to cry with the sold out crowd, and that happened, and then it was just a really great feeling, the buzz throughout the festival. You would hear people talking about it, not even realizing that I was around. You would just hear, you could hear the buzz was positive around it, which was really cool. So it was just a really great weekend, and beyond. From then, I've had people, even recently say, "Oh, you're the Electric Nostalgia guy." And so,
all right.
So yeah, it's that film had some impact, and we're just we were just thankful that we got to make it, and so anything beyond that is really incredible and really means a lot. But like I said, we were just trying to make the best film we could with the best cast and crew we could assemble, and a lot of things I would, if I was approaching that movie now, I would do it differently. But when I've watched clips, I rewatched the opening sequence recently, and was just really kind of blown away by 10-year younger than me. Just what a good job I did. I was like, wow, okay.
Nice.
There was a lot of.
Hey, it turns out you did know what you were doing.
Right. Yeah, we did some things well. I was just really impressed. So yeah, it's anyway, so yeah, if the film has had any impact, that's really great to hear and great to feel. I'm just happy that we made a cool movie and got to have a cool summer camp with my friends for a few weeks and make something cool together.
Caleb, I think you said it right. Is what you said. It raised the bar, and I think it not only raised the bar. What Jacob and Zach and everybody were able to do, was it also kind of set the standard that I think you can still measure. Not just Oklahoma film, but really just kind of indie film. If you're coming in that super low budget, the ultra low budget, is you can come back and you can say, oh, I can measure myself against this movie because it does punch so much above its weight, and I think that it kind of raised the bar and really kind of put everything on a rocket ship in especially the Oklahoma and OKC realm especially, and I'm just really happy that I was able to play a really small part of that.
Hey, you were the door.
You were the door.
That was the door.
That was a big part.
Jacob and Zach and Vinny went and got this advertising company, Freestyle. And if I'm not mistaken, Freestyle, this was kind of their first big project with film. And they got them, and I mean, the marketing campaign alone, all what you guys, I mean, not only post, that's a whole pre-production and post these guys did. And then, and I know us cast got on the socials as well, but they were making bracelets. They were out giving them to people. They were giving stickers. I know you guys went to several functions before deadCenter to get
there was
it
a
hyped
robot
up,
somewhere.
and then so that
Wouldn't know anything about
and
that.
I mean, people really know what great people at Freestyle are doing. I know Jacob and Zach have worked with them again, but tons of people have been working with them. And this was their first. And I remember they had a really cool little campaign where I think they were handing out some party favors before the screening. And that is how I heard. I think Alan and I were together, and we secretly heard really quick Lance McDaniel tell before, like moments before they announced. Alan and I knew. It was really fun. It was really
I didn't realize anybody knew before. That's cheating.
Really quickly, so we're sitting there. Marketing was a big to do, and my hats off to you guys for getting out there and double sweating it up for this project.
Jacob and Zach, thinking about like where you want to go next. Like when you see sorts of these trends in the marketplace, like what's your take on what you want to do next?
Well, for those who attend Electric Nostalgia at deadCenter Film Festival this year, they might get a little tease of exactly that. What's up next? So the way to see it is to be at that screening. So
there you go.
I would really highly recommend that you attend the screening at deadCenter.
Dang.
Nostalgia harder, people. Let's go.
It's coming.
Outside of the fact that if you go to this screening, you get some exclusive goods that no one else has gotten yet. So if I'm a cast member, why should people go and see Electric Nostalgia at deadCenter 10 years later?
10 years later. Well, I think right now we're in a resurgence of horror and thriller. And I mean, kids are like Jacob was saying, and I love it, the amount of with the generations underneath, like with kids right now, deadCenter being so open with getting their films and getting seen, and they are. I mean, they are pushing this market, and they know what they like, but what they like is electric. Everything is in electric nostalgia. I think if you were looking for an original story told through the glass of horror, then this is for you. Like if you are those people who are going out for Obsession and Backrooms, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. Keep that trend going, folks. If you're in Oklahoma City or Tulsa, you see Obsession, you see Backrooms, you're like, where's my next fix? Electric Nostalgia. I love that. Paige, what do you have? What would you tell the people? They say, why should I go see Electric Nostalgia? Right. What do you say to the people?
Well, what I would say to the people is 10 years later, I think the film still absolutely holds up. It's still beautifully shot, beautifully acted, if I do say so myself. And it really, watching it through, I did not see a single cringy moment. Of course, when I look at myself, I'm like, oh my gosh, what a baby. You were so young, like, oh, I missed my hair. But I thought everyone did such a phenomenal job, and I was never like, oh my God, this is so cringy and weird. Like, it was literally such a well-made movie, well shot, well acted, well, the post-production, I mean, everything edited, everything I think was just such a great film overall. And again, with horror making its resurgence, which I didn't really know that. I just always love horror. But my mother-in-law actually she was like, oh, this is scary. I was like, I didn't really think that. Nice. I was like, oh, I guess it kind of is. So yeah, so definitely really cool movie to watch, like, you know, under the covers when it's raining outside. I just never, I wouldn't have thought to put it in that category, but apparently it is. And I think that's really fun and that's really cool. And I think everyone will get a lot out of it as far as just the beauty of filmmaking from Oklahoma filmmakers. Like, it really is 10 years later, still holds up. Gold, cinematic gold, in my opinion.
Oh,
so I would say go see it.
Wow,
cinematic gold turn black and white, so
right.
Silver.
Cinematic silver, right?
Silver, there you go. Cinematic silver.
Jay Allen, the people come to you and they ask you why Electric Nostalgia at deadCenter 10 years later. What do you say?
I'll keep my answer really simple. It is a good freaking movie.
There you go.
Oh, Clinton. There you go.
Simple, done. That's the sound clip. Yeah. And Clinton Joseph here. Bring us home. What do you tell the people when they ask?
I'll tell them, first of all, come see a movie that looks and feels and just tells an incredible story, all on a budget that, compared to a lot of the stuff you see out there, is minuscule. What we put out with so little it's unmatched, I think, especially even for like current Oklahoma film. I just don't know if there's anything else that's quite come to this level with so little money. And I know that seems like a silly thing to like be bragging about, but like the things that we did for this production just to like make sure things were done fast and cheap but still good, which is like that holy trinity that shouldn't be possible, we pulled it off, and I think it's really incredible. Also come see it because my fiance has not seen it yet, and she gets scared during scary movies, so you'll get maybe hear her get scream a little bit or something.
Does she know the role you play in the movie?
I haven't told her anything about it yet. I'm excited about it.
Good. That's good. Fantastic. All right, Jacob, you've already spilled the tea. There's going to be an exclusive, but you want to say what do people need to know about this screening and why they should attend?
Sure. And I think before I do that, I want to take a moment. I do want to shout out Lorna Nalla and Josh Bonzi, who have large roles in the film, who couldn't be here today. But definitely, just like these four who are here, enhanced every word from the page once it made it to the screen. Lorna Nalla and Josh Bonzi really kind of took those characters and really brought them to life.
Can I shout someone else out too, real quick?
Yeah.
Can I shout out Megan, who was our makeup artist?
Megan
did incredible work. Made my job incredibly easy every day because of just like some really smart decisions that were made in terms of getting my makeup done. And also Casey Crowdis for all the like set and prop work that he did.
Yes.
Simply incredible. Looks great in black and white, but like it looked really cool in person too.
Sound Brian Gilland, like every position, and just Jacob, like probably. You should have also, like, you could coach a sports team very well because you know exactly where to put it. You're writing it on the board. Yeah. I mean, he did. He put it all together. So, yeah, Clint, that was great.
And remind me, or the people, I know I've said it, but where and when can people watch the movie at deadCenter?
June 14 at 3:45 p.m. at Rodeo Cinema Stockyards.
Wonderful, people. What are you doing? You can get your tickets right now at deadcenterfilm.org. If you're listening to this the day it goes out, the festival is kicking off tonight. So get your tickets, get your passes, make it out to the festival, and absolutely make sure to check out Electric Nostalgia at the Radio Cinema. Everybody, this has been such a pleasure. Great time talking to all of you. Jacob, Zach, Stephen, Paige, Jay Allen, Clinton. Great to see all your faces again. Great to reminisce. Great to hear all of your awesome stories and see that 10 years later, this was in fact still a good time for you all. So thanks so much for joining the show today.
Of course, thank you.
Thank you, Caleb.
Thank you.
And for listeners, you can keep up with more thoughtful conversations like this over at thecinematropolis.com. We'll catch you again next time.